to do it?
Yeah, thank you. Hey, hi Lee.
Hi.
Hi, Philip. Yes, I first want to introduce a little bit more also about social labor, because it is a movement and it was a movement. I have the same thing as Lee, that I love education. And so, as you know, with social labor, we're doing something next to the system. So we started last year to make new ateliers. And that's, I think, really important. We made in social labor up in Bos ateliers, where what we do in the country, we also can do nearby, because what we notice, if we want to change things in the world, then we also have to find the right people. And one of the things that we are trying to do is to make pilots with education, of course. As a teacher, I was part of Practice Held in Common, a really nice master education program in Arnhem. And I found those two girls there. And so last year we had some space in our craft atelier, and I asked the two girls in, and they want to learn something about collaboration with people of distance of labor market. So they will tell you more about that, because it's really important. If you do a master, I think that it's research, but also research by doing. So they actually worked on the materials, but they also actually worked on getting to know different people, other people with different things. So I think this is, for the future, also really important that we connect and that we are empathic, that we understand with and whom we are going to work for. I had some slides, but that doesn't matter. I think it's really, yeah, nice that Alexandra and Bori came for, I think, like 6 months every week to Den Bosch. And they worked first for themselves, for the research they will explain later. But I think it's really nice if what we are doing with changing the world and give hope, Lee, that we have to pass it through young people and pass our connections through young people. And I hope, yeah, I see also what I heard already, because this is a beautiful afternoon, Lee, but also it gives me also a lot of hope that young people are really changing. There are a lot of young people out there who have different ideas and really connect. So thank you for this little introduction, and maybe I can give it through Alexandra and Bori then.
Thanks, Petra. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, we are doing well. Thank you very much, Lee.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Home again, huh?
Yeah. Home and hope.
Home and hope, yes.
Are the girls there?
Yeah, the girls
Yes.
are there. We're starting from you, Alexandra.
Yes, but Bori, can you please share the screen? Perfect. Hi, everyone. So my name is Alexandra, and thank you, Petra, for the introduction. Today, together with Bori, we would like to tell you more about the process behind and the idea, of course, behind making this product doormat. So when we were still part of the master program Practice Held in Common, we were, of course, already aware of how huge impact fishnets, especially abundant fishnets, do have on the environment and the ecosystem. But we were very grateful that within we could join the residency of Petra Janssen and the social label and the coordination of Petra to start this project, where we could even more dive deep, where we could even dive deeper into this problem to learn about it, but even better to apply our skills and abilities to create something. So we started with looking at the problem. We started to go into investigation and trying to find a solution in creating something meaningful. So to look deeper in the problem, abundant fishnets are a very commonly used material. and but they extremely pollute the surroundings. And each year, approximately up to 1 million tons of discarded fish nets end up in the ocean. Abundant fish nets or fish nets in general are made out of material that is a plastic or a nylon. So therefore, it is very difficult or almost impossible for themselves to decompose on their own. And therefore, it creates this interruption on the ecosystem and the wildlife. And what you can see on these 3 pictures, this is a pile where it comes from the port of Rotterdam, Bek Verburg. And firstly, these fish nets that you can see on these 3 pictures were supposed to be transported to South Africa, but unfortunately, because of the unfortunate COVID period of time, these piles stayed at the port of Rotterdam, but then afterwards was offered to Petra. After we looked at the problem, we started with the investigation, and we found out that even brands like Patagonia or Econil, they try to engage with this problem, but it really requires more initiations like this. Here we tried to look and really see ourselves at the port of Rotterdam. The material, the fibers of the fish net, the quality, the sizing, we were amazed by the variety of the colors, and we were already thinking like, how can we only use this and apply this and transform this into something meaningful and valuable that in an interest that we both share. So thinking of the solution, we brought an amount of the fish nets back to Werk Warenhuis and Social Label and then Boss. And we try to really look at the sizing and the quality of each fish net, to observe the material's behavior, to do further research, to see the possibilities of the manipulation and how we could further apply this one. How can we connect the manual work with the provided materials? When we wanted to create something and transform this problem into something new and something meaningful, we were looking at the practicality, but not only at the practicality, but also at the aesthetic. And what I see in aesthetic is that there is search for strength and the emotion behind the process that we wanted to immerse and to let people to see in the detail what is behind the process, and who everyone is involved. We both share with Bori a great interest in textile design, in textile manipulation, but not only in textile design and manipulation, but also in a crafting, in a traditional way of making, and how can we preserve this crafting in the modern world. So we were also very happy to share this interest with others and to really have this collaboration where there's a mutual interest in contributing together to a larger whole, where there is a space for experimentation, for a space for creativity, for a mutual motivation, yet space for a personal growth, and together to draw on a skill exchange during the process of making and values to further develop something new and something meaningful. And so we started with the further research that Bori can now tell you more about.
Hello, welcome people. With the research part, we first started to wash the nets because they are like really salty and dirty. So first we cut them into bundles because otherwise it would have been not possible to wash them in small scale normal washing machines. So we cut them as a rope. After that we created like bundles, just how you can see it on the image. And then we washed them. Then we figured out that there are multiple ways how to work with fishing nets. One of them is if we are cutting out like exactly the distance in between two nuts and then using like the classic type of rug making technique. The other one is if we are leaving like two nuts and the three hairy edges and using like the short parts of the fishnet while looping them into each other. It's necessary to be flexible while working with recycled material because none of them are like exactly the same. So that means that also the grid structure of each fishing net, each color is different. So that was also like a great challenge for us to incorporate. As you can see, we were working on a small scale loom. So we use like a Utah and the plastic nylon fiber, which is used like for fishing, to create like a stable material, which is like durable and which is perfect for a doormat. The plain weaving was combined with the techniques which I just presented before. As you can see, like also in the images, like the hairy edge is like perfect for cleaning your shoes. The great part of this project is that apart from the idea of recycling, we can also like include people who are on the periphery of the society. These girls are from Down syndrome. They are from the ASVZ studio from Tilburg. We get the chance to also work with them in Den Bosch to give them a workshop and to teach them with the technique what we invented with this fishing net. They already had a great background in weaving, and as you can see in their faces, yes, it's the true joy. I really love that, and I think Alex also, that they are so honest and so grateful to learn from us. Also this week, during the Dutch Design Week, the Social Label Studio had an exhibition where also like the rug what we were creating together with Alex was presented. And on one of the days, two girls from the ASVZ studio came also to learn the techniques, how to cut the fishing nets and how to work with them. That was also the great opportunity, like how to have a living exhibition and how to pass the knowledge further. We are really grateful for this opportunity for the social label, for Petra Janssen, and we are really looking forward like how this can be really a living product, how a material which used to be the biggest pollution in the ocean can serve to clean your shoes. Thank you for your attention and thank you for the opportunity.
Fantastic. Great, girls. So I understood from Petra that the women also can have their own creativity, right?
Absolutely. They have the space to be fully creative, to try, you know, what they are capable of doing. But it's really amazing to see that they are so eager to try everything. There are no limitations to anything, especially to their skills and abilities of really trying to work along with us.
And so it's every carpet is different because of that?
Yes, yes. So we do have a sizing, of course, we do have a technical guide, but because as you all could see, there's a huge variety of the fishing net. We will, of course, try to find a solution how we can apply all of them, because sometimes it's difficult due to it. Yeah, some are way too thick, some are way too thin. So we'll try to still find how can we, you know, use as many of them as we can. But yeah, so far that we have, they can use their own creativity to create the diversity of the colors that they want to use in making the rug.
That's brilliant. So you, in fact, you designed also a system.
Yes, yes, like a working system, like how to start with the raw material.
Yeah. Very exciting. This is all because of Pascal also, huh?
Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's not forget the founding mother.
Yeah.
It was amazing master program.
I know. God have its soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Alexandra and Bori, and also to Petra for sharing this amazing project with the audience today. And now to close off today's